Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, AOC, the congresswoman from New York, she was, I mean, I wouldn't say heckled, but there are anti-war protesters who came to a town hall and confronted her for sending weapons to Ukraine. And let me just play the video and then we'll get into it, okay?
Congresswoman, none of this matters unless there's a nuclear war, which you voted to send arms and weapons to Ukraine. Tulsi Gabbard, she's left the Democratic Party because they're a bunch of war hawks. Okay? You originally voted, you ran as an outsider, yet you've been voting to start this war in Ukraine. You're voting to start a thermonuclear war with Russia and China. Why are you playing with the lives of American citizens? You're playing with our lives.
There will be no neighbors if there's a nuclear bomb. You voted to mobilize and send money to Ukrainian Nazis. You're a coward. You're a progressive socialist. Where are you against the war mobilization? He's telling the right truth. You have done nothing. Tulsi Gabbard has shown guts where you've shown cowardice. I believed in you, and you became the very thing you sought to fight against. That's what you've become. You are the establishment, and you are the reason why everybody will end up in a nuclear war unless you choose to stand up right now and denounce the Democratic Party. Will you do that? Yes or no? Okay, simple. Are you going to stop nuclear war? Yes or no? There is no line, because this is bullshit. None of this matters if we're all dead. None of it. You know that. Then let's take it up right now, because this is the only thing that matters. This is the only thing that matters right now. We could be in a nuclear war at any minute, and you continue to fund it. That's what's going on. Why not right now? You're the liar here. Nobody has held you accountable. That's what's happening. And it is time for you to stand up and realize that what you've been saying has been lies. Let your conscience come through for once.
Now you listen here, mister. Don't talk to me about nuclear war. You're being awfully rude. Christ, I can't understand. I can't understand what kind of a response that is. I don't know if she has the slightest clue about the Cold War, about what mutually assured destruction means. I mean, if she doesn't, she shouldn't be sending weapons in the first place, right? But you don't fuck with Russia and poke a bear and then act like nothing is going to happen. Biden himself, right? She told everybody to go vote for Biden. She hardly criticizes him. Biden himself said that we are now closer to nuclear war than we've ever been since 1962. Okay, since the Cuban Missile Crisis. That is absolutely true. I agree with Biden. That is true. We are very close to nuclear war, and I don't think that's an exaggeration. I think this is the worst moment since the Cuban Missile Crisis. And you know, she is deflecting and trying to shut people up by saying, "Oh, you're being rude. Oh, there's a line. You need to wait your turn." You know, always deflecting. She is a typical politician. She never answers the question. She will talk about everything from the weather to, you know, Putin's knickers to what jacket this guy is wearing. She'll talk about everything except the goddamn question, except the issue that he raised. And she called him rude. No, I think poking the Russians and provoking them and, you know, risking a nuclear war is pretty fucking rude. That's rude, right? That's rude. And then she goes on Twitter and she continues, Look, she goes on Twitter and she starts talking about the interactions that she had, right? Like she's being heckled about how she's supposedly worth all of this crap. And someone saw this on Google. And yeah, I get it. There's a lot of shit on the internet. But you know what's not made up? You know what's actually real? That AOC sent weapons to Ukraine. Look, here are the votes. And it's not just her, right? It's all of these so-called progressives who claim to be on the left, who claim they're anti-war. I'll show you here. This is the vote from, not April. So first, I'll show you the one from May, right? This was the 40 billion. The 40 billion, which they sent over. So look who voted for this. You got AOC. There you go. She voted for this. Richie Torres, who's a Zionist pretending to be a progressive. Jamal Bowman, same thing. Let's look at Ilhan Omar. What did she vote? Yep, she also voted for it. What about Ayanna Pressley? Oh, Jayapal Pramila as well. Ayanna Pressley. They all voted for it. These supposed progressives. They all voted to send weapons to Ukraine. And then here's the vote from April, so the month before. And this one, this is not as close as others have been, but they still voted for it, right? I mean, this is what they always do. They get together and... here's AOC. 1 second. Scroll to New York. You can see Ocasio-Cortez, Richie Torres, Jamal Bowman, all of them. It's the same gang. And they always do this, right? They'll send weapons to Israel and then they'll pretend to support Palestinians, right? They'll send weapons to Ukraine and then they pretend that they're for diplomacy. Actually, I don't even know if she's pretended to be for diplomacy. Have you ever heard AOC talking about diplomacy? Fuck Putin, okay? You say that Putin is nuts and he's evil, so, okay, are you rational? So you're rational, right? I can reason with you. You can level with me. Since Putin is nuts, let me level with you. You don't say anything about diplomacy. Your idea of diplomacy or stopping the war and easing Ukrainian suffering is to fuel the war with more weapons. Your idea of standing up to corporations is giving corporations money, especially ones that kill for a living, literally make bombs for a living. AOC should be saying no. We must dialogue with the Russians. We must speak with them. We have to de-escalate the nuclear threat and stop the war now. We have to help Ukrainians now, today, to stop it now. But she doesn't dare open her mouth. You know why? Because she's either a fucking moron or she's complicit. I guess nuking the planet is apparently it's part of the Green New Deal, right? That's her climate policy. Just destroy the rock. Destroy the whole thing. She's just like Biden. She's just like the rest of them. You know, these people are dangerous. They're playing with the planet. And that's not an exaggeration. You're fucking with Russia here. Do you understand? They have more nukes and better nukes than you. And if you back them into a corner, they'll use them. Just like when you back them into a corner, they went into Ukraine. You keep saying Putin is crazy. Okay, I believe you. So why do you think he wouldn't use a fucking nuke? Right? According to you, he's crazy. He's evil. So why would he not use a nuke? Why would he acquiesce and not use a nuke? According to you, he is the person who would do that. And your idea of de-escalation is to escalate? You want to blow us all to bits? The fuck is wrong with you, woman? Like, she comes here and says, like, oh, you're being rude. You're going to nuke us. You want to talk about rude? Fuck your feelings. And look what a hypocrite she is. She used to do all this stuff and talk about how you have to make these politicians uncomfortable, right? Like, here, these are a collection of tweets, right? This is from December 2020. She was saying that, they had to put pressure to defund the police. And here she says, quote, the whole point of protesting is to make people uncomfortable. So the folks who complain protest demands make others uncomfortable, that's the point. But see, this applies to everybody except herself, right? She wants to put on a show for others, but she's not actually okay with you making her uncomfortable about her votes. And of course, I've talked about before how she voted for Israel to send them weapons. And once again, the really dirty thing here is that those votes, when they sent weapons to Israel, barely passed. So if she and just a couple of her colleagues, 4 or 5 of them, put their foot down and say, no, we're not voting for this, it wouldn't pass. So they have an even greater responsibility to put their foot down during those moments. And of course, I remember this cringy word salad that she put out, this crappy garbage dog crap press release trying to justify why she's sending weapons to Israel and then voting present. She originally wanted to vote no for Israel's Iron Dome, and then she changed it to present because she's a coward and she's scared to stand up to the Israelis. So, And this is in last year, so 2021 July. Like I said, Ilhan Omar, right? Who the Zionists lobby attacked her as an anti-Semite. She gives the Israelis money. Ayanna Pressley, and then AOC until he voted no. So this is their trick, right? They did this with funding the Capitol Hill Police, with funding Israel. So they'll take turns. You'll have some of them that vote no when they are certain that the bill is going to pass anyway, right? But when it's not certain, when it's not sure that the bill is going to pass, they fucking vote yes to make sure it gets through. So they're working for the establishment, right? When it actually matters, they vote yes. They help these bills get through. That shows you how fucking evil these people are. They are worse than Republicans, because Republicans tell you to your face who they are, right? They show you their ugly side. It's in your face. It's like Trump. He shows you that he's ugly and what he is doing and what he's going to do. But these guys, they pretend to be on the other side, and then they go and do the exact same thing as Trump, the exact same thing as conservatives, all the same. So you will never see her address this question because she's a wimp, she's a coward, she has no balls, and I don't even know if she meant the stuff that she said just when she got into office. And when I say her, man, I'm talking about all of them, huh? I'm talking about all of them, all these so-called progressives. Jamal Bowman, Richie Torres. I don't even know what that word means anymore. I don't know what this word means anymore. It has no meaning. None whatsoever. Like they are lost now in a sea of establishment hacks. You cannot even tell them apart. They're just floating around there, voting to give weapons to the military-industrial complex, prolong a war which NATO provoked with Russia, and risk nuclear annihilation. Well done. Well done. This is so pro-climate. You're so pro-peace. Yeah, you're so anti-war. Well done. Well done. Please continue. Please make sure Putin nukes us all. Please go ahead. Make sure that the whole planet is killed in one fell swoop. Please. I would love nothing more, right? This is the way. This is the progressive way. Let's do it.